Who is this challenge for?
What's happening, y'all? Coach K here, and you're tuned in to DIY Traveler, where I share my experiences with entrepreneurship. And this is day 15 of the S.M.A.R.T Marketing Challenge. Today, I have a few questions to answer for you, as well as a few questions to ask. So we'll just jump right into it.
What's happening, y'all? The day has come. It is day 15 of the S.M.A.R.T Marketing Challenge. And if you've been here from the beginning, you know we have come a very long way. We've come a very long way. The original title was, you know what? It's question day. So that's going to be one of the questions. What was the original title of this challenge? And it was 15 over easy, introduction to 75 over easy, which is the 5 phases of marketing for small business. Boy, I was saying that for the first I think it was for the first like 5 days. And eventually, as the challenge evolved, I kind of condensed it and got straight to the point, and this is about smart marketing for your small business. Nice, sweet, and simple. We're going to go through about 15 questions today. I want you to keep count and let me know, do I get to 15? Because when I did my original video for day 1, I don't know if I hit 15 questions, but today I wrote them down. So I know if I'm going to get to 15, but I want you to keep track in the comments. The burning question is, did I accomplish my marketing goal? Well, I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna make you wait till the end of the video or to the end of the questions to find that out. But if you really want to know if I met my marketing goal, you can go to the description, and if I met my marketing goal, there will be a digital download surprise for you. So if you can't wait, go check it out. See if I met my marketing goal, and then let everybody else know in the comments whether or not I met it, so they can know and still watch the video. But I want you to listen to all the questions. So question number 2, where's the proof? It's in the description of this video. I'm actually going to hop to some questions for you all. Did you participate in this challenge? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Did you participate in the S.M.A.R.T Marketing Challenge? Did this challenge simplify your marketing process as a small business owner, operator, manager, whatever it is that you want to say that you are? And I'm actually going to change this to check mark so I can check off the questions. Boom. Question number 3 for you. What is your biggest takeaway after participating in this challenge? If your answer was yes to the previous question, what was your biggest takeaway from this challenge? And the last question I have for you, would you like to continue this challenge for another round? I do have plans to do 5 rounds of this challenge. Like I said, this was the introduction to S.M.A.R.T marketing for small businesses, and is modeled after the 75 Hard challenge, which is a mental and physical fitness challenge. I just adapted it to small business and marketing. So would you like to participate in another round or do another set of a 15-day sprint to produce some sort of marketing campaign at the end? Oh, one more question. 5 questions for you. Are you a subscriber or are you a spectator? Put a 1 in the comments below if you are a subscriber, and thank you in advance. Why did I create this challenge? As I mentioned just a moment ago, this challenge was inspired by 75 Hard, and it wasn't directly inspired by 75 Hard. It was indirectly inspired by it because I saw another creator, her name is Sarah Ann, and she adapted 75 Hard to fit her lifestyle as a new parent, first-time parent, stay-at-home parent, single parent, not a single parent, but a solo parent, basically works from home, right? And so she adapted to Soft 30, and it was a 30-day challenge, and she made up her own rules. It was about 5 rules that she made for herself, and it was basically so she can get back into a routine of self-care and managing the household and what that looks like now as a new parent. So when I saw that, I started to see other people adapting the challenge. The first adaptation to 75 Hard is 75 Soft, Whereas it went from an all or nothing challenge to more about discipline and being well rounded. And then I saw another creator who challenged himself to create art every day. I think it was like for 30 days or something like that. But they used the 75 hard model or the trend and adapted it to the industry. So I wanted to do the same thing with small businesses. I wanted to adapt the trend to the industry. And one of the areas that I needed to work on personally was marketing. And I know it's one of the areas that small businesses struggle with the most is marketing. How do you get your name out there? How do you get the people to know who you are and what it is that you offer? So that's why I created or adapted the challenge. Who is this challenge for? It's for any small business creator, entrepreneur, solopreneur, someone who is wearing a lot of hats, trying to or in the process of running their own business, starting their own company. This can be a stylist, a fitness person. This can be whatever your business is. If you are a small business, which means you likely don't have any employees or you have less than 5 employees and you have been in business for, I'm going to say less than 2 years, then this challenge is for you to help you get a good grasp on how to market or the smart ways to market for your business. And SMART is actually the acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relative, and time bound. And those are the principles for goal setting. So if you're in business or personal development or anything like that, you have heard about SMART goals and SMART decision making. And again, it's just another principle that I adapted to the industry that I'm in. And yeah, so that's who the challenge is for. Why should you trust my advice? Because I'm a small business owner just like you. I run a small company just like you. And I'm trying to figure this thing out just like you. I'm not somebody who is coming here promising you that I have all the answers. I'm someone who is out there in the field doing the work, doing this challenge alongside you and figuring out how can I get a handle on my marketing and the way that I want to show up on social media specifically and let people know who I am and what I'm able to offer. So we're in this together. We're peers. And you have something that you may be able to help me in areas that I lack in, right? So we're here to build up one another. What was the hardest part about this challenge? Was sticking to it. Sticking to it was the hardest part. And I say that because I had to adjust my schedule around others who I'm doing life with. So I have a part-time job. I had to make sure that I was able to do it on those days because originally this challenge was supposed to be 15 days straight, no days off. But I work 2 days a week and it takes up a good chunk of my day. And it also throws off my whole, the way my schedule is ran on those 2 days. So the hardest part was sticking to the challenge on those 2 days where my schedule was the most volatile. What did this challenge teach me? That flexibility is the most important thing when it comes to being a business owner. You gotta be flexible. You gotta be able to pivot and you gotta be able to make decisions, smart decisions, even in a short window of time. So that's the biggest thing that I learned or that I was reminded of during this challenge is that flexibility is the thing that will make or break you when it comes to running a small business. Got 3 more questions and we're done, y'all. How has this challenge impacted my marketing? So the way that it's impacted my marketing is that I become more confident and more confident and more confident each time I sit or stand or walk or run in front of this camera. Every time I get here and I share something of my experience with you all, I get stronger, right? And it has allowed me to be more confident in sharing, my journey through entrepreneurship. And with marketing in general, it's really impacted how I share what it is I'm able to offer, how I share who I am. and the importance of really knowing who I am and what it is that I'm willing to offer long before I start marketing to anyone or for any reason. When did I start this challenge? So this was a 15 days challenge. I was inspired to do it on June the 2nd, and I started the challenge on June the 16th, and it ran from June the 16th to June the 30th. Today is actually July the 1st, and I was supposed to be done recording the videos, but as I said, I had a couple setbacks, and so here we are. And I gave myself a 4-day buffer, so I started on the 16th, but I didn't start posting until the 20th, and so that's what got us from the 20th to July 4th. Last but not least, what was the purpose of this challenge? That was to figure out what is the smart way to market for a small business. How can I best utilize my time and my energy to share my offerings, to share my services, to share my products with those who I want to be able to give those services and products to. That was the whole purpose of this, to challenge myself to produce a digital product in 15 days. And here we are. Was I able to do it? If I'm being honest with you, it's July 1st, and I don't know. I don't know. If you saw what I worked on today, it was nowhere near completion. But because I have this 3-day buffer, I have 3 days to see if I get it done. So really, you and I are going to find out if I actually met the goal by the time this video is posted. So I'll put it in the pinned comment whether or not I met the goal, and the ultimate way you're gonna know is if there's a link, a download in the description for you to get that digital product that I'm offering. It may be a small fee, or I may just offer it for free this go around, but if I do offer it for free, it will be for a limited amount of folks, and that's going to be the first 15 people will get it for free. I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you're one of the first 15, you will get it for free. But once I have sold out of those 15s, then there will be a price increase in that. So if it takes a year to sell 15, it takes a year. If it takes a day to sell 15, it takes a day. If it takes an hour to sell 15, it takes an hour to sell 15 at that $0 mark. And then I'll probably put it like on a pay what you can or a set amount. We'll see how much interest, is in it. And yeah, but this is something that not only I'm having here on social media, this is something that I will be able to provide my peers whenever I'm going to networking events. So I plan to have a hard copy of this soon, to where when I'm out and about and I'm speaking to people, I will have published my first piece of content. So I'm excited about that, excited for what's to come with that. Thank you for joining in this challenge with me. If you did, if you did not join in, these videos are here forever. So go ahead, find day one. There's actually a playlist that will have all the videos listed, and you can do this challenge at any time, and you can participate and engage in the comments, and I'll be talking back and forth with you, kind of like a one-on-one or a one-to-many. And if you didn't know, you can actually DM on YouTube now as well. So if you want to have like a one-on-one type of experience, you can DM me on YouTube, and we can talk about this whole smart marketing challenge. But thank you, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We have made it to the end of the challenge, but that does not mean the end of daily posting. I will be posting daily. The goal is for 365 days. I started this back in May, and I will continue it on posting daily. So come back tomorrow for the next video. Thanks once again. Subscribe to the channel.